Philly Joe and Kirby podcast.
This is the Philly Joe and Kirby podcast.
Almost hit a deer on Dugald on the way in this morning. 2 days in a row, deer. Like yesterday wasn't as close as today. You see deer all the time on Dugald, and if you take that between Plessis and what the hell, Ravenhurst. Yes.
It's pretty open out there.
Yes, and it's it's dark and
the weather's warmed up too, and they're looking for food, right? The snow's melting.
Jumping around a little bit, so are moving around more than they were.
You know why, right, Phil? It's spring, buddy. It's coming.
We're all moving around a little more now that it's spring. Anyway, take it easy. Anywhere, you deer all over the city and the outskirts, obviously. But I just like to say 2 days in a row. Yesterday was a little further away. Today, boom, right in front of me. I had to hammer the brakes this morning, and I was only going 75. But still, it's scary. I don't need to hit a deer first thing in the morning. No thanks.
No.
So,
have you ever hit one?
I've hit a coyote. No deer.
Yeah. I hit one right in front of Assiniboine Park, believe it or not.
Did it make your car, was your car disabled from hitting it?
Just a clipped tail light, or a headlight, because what happened was two crossed before, and I didn't see the third one coming. And by the time I did, I hit the brakes, and he just kind of clipped onto the hood of my car, pooped on the hood of the car, actually, and then jumped off. And he only had one antler going in, and that one just came off clean, believe it or not. Goodness. But he was okay. No blood or anything. Believe it or not, I followed him in to the park to make sure it was okay. And then I called Natural Resources when I got home just to give him the area.
So he lived. What a story that is.
He lived, and I had poop on my car, which was great evidence when I went to MPI the following day.
That's deer poop. You can test that. Run samples.
Right there.
Yeah.
Wow.
But, yeah, they're out there this time of year for sure. And with spring really approaching, it's going to get worse with them out there because they're looking for some action.
Faux show. Kirby, you ever hit an animal?
God, no.
No?
Oh, she wouldn't have made it through if she ever had.
I could not even handle it.
I know.
It would be a lot for me to handle as a person.
Believe it or not, though, I know you love animals. Like not that there are people out there who are like, I hate animals, but you.
I'm on a different level.
Well, I think you are, but I think we all love animals. But you really go out of your way. I love animals.
I'm
love
very
animals.
Empathetic towards them.
Sure, okay, but I think when you do hit one, I think you'd be surprised that you're just very relieved that you're okay. You know what I mean? You didn't hit it and then veer off into a ditch and roll.
Yes.
Absolutely.
We all love animals, but
safety first.
Yes.
Yeah.
So.
Well, to end things on a positive note, yesterday I was at the Forks and the prairie dogs are out and they're looking for food. And I was just excited to see that because, like Joe said, it's springtime, so they're coming out.
This one time, I hit a whole family of prairie. No, I'm just joking.
Phil!
No, I never did that.
Philly Joe Kirby.
Philly Joe and Kirby
podcast.
The Philly Joe and Kirby podcast.
Hey, it's the loud guy. Today I'm going back and forth, and I have to go through a traffic circle every single time. And it's the one on St. Mary's before the overpass. What I want to know, the traffic circle is designed to keep traffic flowing so you don't stop. You can merge into traffic. So the fella that was just in front of me, there are no cars coming. We are entering the traffic circle, but he feels like he needs to stop. Please do not stop, because most people are not expecting you to do that, for you to stop when there's no cars in the area. You can merge in there and not have to stop, hence why the traffic circle was invented.
I wonder if that person was a senior. Just an observation I have found seniors to struggle with the traffic circle.
I think there should be just one amendment to traffic circles, and it's in both Sage Creek and Bridgewater, because you should be allowed to stop when your GPS can't even find the street you're actually looking for, and you have to pause for that half second to make sure you're taking the right turn on the traffic circle.
That's right, eh? Like,
those two areas. Oh, my God.
when you're in an area you don't know and you've got traffic circles, they're tough. Okay, John with a J. And I think he's talking. Yesterday we played Cordelia by the Tragically Hip. Just a great song that you don't hear enough off of Road Apples. And I think that's what John with a J is talking about here.
Amazing news. 92 City, hot on the trail, found a backpack. Young lady, great job. Just don't open it up. Do not open it up. Just give it back to your dad. Do not open it up. Anyways, where was I? Yes, you want to advertise that you're Canadian, you're Canadian rock station, just like John with a J, born and raised, might I add. And then you go and you play a song like the one you just did there by Mr. Gord Downey. It doesn't get any more Canadiana than that. Good job. Amazing job. That tune kicks ass. I cranked it up. It kicked ass. Period. End of story. Awesome job. Thank you. Bye.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because you referenced Cordelia yesterday, Joe. That's why I think that's what he's talking about.
It's got that wow factor.
Oh, yeah. I love that song. Okay, the hooligan wants to talk about suspensions at work. Was it Barbarino last week who mentioned that he...
Yes.
His birthday, and he got a day off suspension.
Would it surprise either of you to know that hooligan has some experience with work suspensions?
No.
You had a caller last week, and he got suspended from work for whatever reason. And it got me to think about my many, many suspensions. I've been at the same company for 38 years, and I had to have at least 12 suspensions, at least 12, and written up, I don't know, maybe another 10 times on top of that. Never work related, just arguments, swearing at supervisors, a couple fights. And the thing is, I don't start them. That's the God's honest truth.
Yeah,
I do not start them.
Of course.
Someone will say something, then I react. It's just like, I consider myself like an NFL player. When there's a penalty, but the ref doesn't see it, but he sees when someone retaliates, and that's me. I stick up for myself.
Look at like that. That sounds like a boxer's record. I've had about 12 suspensions, 10 write-ups.
You know what's awesome is that, a company, 38 years with the same company. It's like Hotel California. Once he's checked in, he can't even leave. But also the fact that he probably has his own file, like most people.
Oh,
but
that thing is thick.
It's a filing cabinet of just one file, and it's hooligan. I love it.
Okay.
What's that file over there in the corner? Oh, that's one guy. It's easier to find this way.
Approach with caution. Be careful with that guy. Okay, we got to wrap with T. Kona because yesterday was big drama. He lost his backpack. We had half of Winnipeg looking for the damn thing. Wound up finding it. His daughter found the backpack.
Isn't that great?
So it was a happy ending to the story.
Morning, it's Ticona. I'd like to thank you guys for putting the bulletin out about my bag yesterday. It's very traumatic. Yes, Kirby. It was very traumatic. Lost my bag, my lunch. Went hungry all day.
Aww.
By the grace of God, I phoned my daughter, and she went out looking for it. It's a block and a half away. Got my bag back. Happy times. Anyway, you guys are the best. Have a good day.
He was super excited on the Boston Pizza text line when that bag was found. So I know he's kidding around, but it must have had some importance, obviously, in that bag. So I'm glad.
Yeah, his lunch
it
was
had
in
to have.
there.
Yeah.
Do you know what it's like when you lose your lunch that you're looking forward to?
Yeah.
Have you seen me? Of course. I know what lunch is all about.
The Philly Joe and Kirby Podcast.
Philly Joe and Kirby's Entertainment Rundown.
Okay, I'm going to try to tackle this story without giving away anything from the last movie. Keanu Reeves is casting doubt on a potential John Wick 5 return.
Exciting.
That he's casting doubt on a fifth movie.
Casting doubt, Kirby.
Oh, casting doubt. I thought you meant like casting, like casting. Like,
Oh, I see. Yes, no.
sorry, I misheard.
No.
I heard casting and I heard John Wick, new movie, and got excited.
No, that happens. No worries, Curbs. But he's being very vague. And again, I don't want to give away anything that happened in 4, which I haven't seen 4 yet. But this story that I'm perusing,
It's good.
Yeah, it gives away what kind of happened at the end, which is one of the reasons people are like, well, how can you make a 5? And then there are people out there like involved with the movie that want to do a 5. So we shall see, but it doesn't seem like Reeves is very confident. I can tell you, though, that Reeves will make an appearance in the upcoming Ballerina spin-off movie. It's spin-off movie of the John Wick franchise. So we'll have to wait and see about a 5, though.
I will say it's not Keanu that's going to be the snag. It's the costume designer. Like, to design that suit for a 5th time is going to be tricky.
So many changes. Yeah.
Those movies, though, like they just went kaboom, hey? Like just a license to print money. Everybody loves them.
This week, we've been highlighting women in rock right here on 92.1 City. Alanis Morissette, she kind of falls into that category for me personally. Like, I'm a big fan of Alanis. And she is kicking off a residency for the first time in Vegas at Caesar's Palace. And that's going to be from October to November of this year. So coming this fall. And she's got 8 total dates that are going to be available for tickets that are going to start to go on sale this Friday.
You know, it's too bad that they only do limited dates, these performers. Like, 8's not a lot, really,
No,
when you
it's
think
not.
people worldwide are looking for tickets to a venue that holds probably about 4,000 people. It's a great venue to see people, by the way, at Caesars.
But you know what I find, though? Even like when I went for Christina Aguilera, like she only had like a limited amount of dates, and then she extended her residency.
Yeah.
Right. They see how it goes. And if it goes really well, maybe that's what it is.
Big Canadian talent. And actually, last time I heard her name, a lot of people were surprised that she was not the one singing the national anthem for the Four Nations game, where they had Chantal Kreviazuk. I'll keep it to female performers. Dolly Parton. Sad news here, though. She lost her husband, Carl Dean, at the age of 82. And the only reason I'm bringing it up is it's a pretty interesting story. They met back in 1964, I think it was. They got married in 66. So they've been together a long time, which is rarity in celebrityism that this couple's been together. He only made one public appearance with her. She dragged him out to her first award show, and that was the first one, and he said, I can't do this anymore. He was a pretty quiet guy, and he never had to go back again. So talk about that in a relationship, but you're going to love this. How did they meet? She tells the story. Carl Dean, while Dolly's walking down the street in Nashville on her way to the laundromat, okay, the day she actually arrived in Music City.
Yeah.
All she remembers is, here's this guy that looks over as he's driving by in his white Chevy, and he calls out, "You're going to get sunburn out here, little lady." And that got him. That got him. Hey, what is that?
What a line. All right.
Oh, there you go.
I know,
9 to 5.
You
love
love this
this.
song,
Yes.
right? Yeah, this is. I mean, who doesn't love Dolly Parton?
I got to go to her bar in Nashville. It was a good time.
She's 79, by the way, if you're wondering. He
Ready
was
for it?
82. Yep, go Kirbs.
Come on.
Working 9 till 5. What a way to make living. It's grooving.
This is the Philly Joe and Kirby podcast.
Yesterday morning at this time, we were focused on the lost backpack of the one, the only T. Kona, a regular on this program. The backpack was found by his daughter, but he wants to thank, he left a message on the bone phone. He wants to thank everybody involved in tracking down his backpack. I wondered out loud what was in the backpack. Well, we now have that information.
Yeah.
We do?
Yeah.
T. Kona sent us a
Quite-
text.
Quite the list.
Okay, I see it now.
A lot of detail on the Boston Pizza text line.
I did mention that there was probably some kind of wallet or something in it, and there was.
So here we go. Wallet. Check stubs. You don't want there's personal information on check stubs. Bank. Hey, here we go. Banking information written on paper.
Oh, okay.
I'm like Joe. I write a lot of stuff on notes. This is from Tico to his words.
You got to really watch yourself when you carry that much personal information on a notepad, You got to carry that stuff with you at all times.
The wrong bandit gets a hold of all that personal documentation and boom, it's trouble.
Probably throw them for a loop, though. They'll go, what the hell? Who's writing stuff down still in a pad? Just me and Tacona.
It seems like a setup. The guy's got a pad of paper
Password? What is this?
What is he, a detective?
Bank account, VIN number.
Hold on. Somebody's
Social
trapping
insurance.
me. This is entrapment.
No one does this.
But he had his VIN number from his vehicle in there, too, Tacona.
Oh, my God.
And then a pretty healthy lunch, I think.
A lunch? Yeah, what was in the lunch?
A few granola bars, a couple of oranges, and then he had the beef noodle, Hamburger Helper, and boomed it up there with rice. He says it's really good for lunch. That sounds good.
Beef noodle hamburger. Now,
and then his Beats by Dre, so he can listen to the show, I guess.
Those are expensive. But so I wonder, did he cook the Hamburger Helper the night before? It had to be.
It's
And
a
it was
gotta be
Tupperware.
leftovers.
Tupperware container. Boom.
It's not a package, and he cooks it at work.
Hamburger Helper, I'm going to be honest, is not the greatest as a leftover.
I don't like it at all as a leftover.
It really just kind of like sticks together into a bit of a
block.
solid block.
A block of it looks like jelly.
It's like
looks like hamburger jelly.
that's literally what it sounds like.
Yeah, but you got to break it up before you put it in the microwave to keep it heated up.
It's a little dry,
It just doesn't.
It doesn't hit the same way.
Neither does KD. They don't look great out of the Tupperware container. Once as a leftover. But hey, clearly T. Kona enjoys it.
I don't mind it either. Actually, once you break it up and then you warm it up, it's got a whole different taste.
That Joe likes leftover
Well,
hamburger
it's like
helper.
pasta. No, not hamburger helper, mac and cheese, whatever, right? Pasta.
But Hamburger Helper is specific, Joe.
I'm going to tell you guys right now, you guys are in the minority on this one.
Oh, Hamburger Helper as a leftover? I'll go. I'll debate that one.
I'll say this right now. You don't have to have Hamburger Helper. You can put ground beef with any kind of noodle and a sauce, and if you warm it up the next day, once you've broken it up from that whole little clump, I'm telling you, it's very good as a leftover.
Fair, but it's something about hamburger. Like when I
When
grew up
you
in a
look at
household
it.
that had Hamburger Helper at least once a week for, dinner. And I just remember leftovers being awful.
Yeah, I don't get me wrong. Like if there's some ground beef with some sauce in a Tupperware container, if
Like
my wife,
spaghetti or whatever, like with meat sauce.
For some reason, that's
great.
different. I'll
It's
put
different.
that on a plate. But the Hamburger Helper comes out looking like a jelly. I don't know why.
You know what? We don't agree on a lot of things, Phil.
Yeah.
And this one, we are on the same page.
Well, I didn't
Take
grow
it
up in a
Joe.
house with Hamburger Helper. I can tell you that much. My mother, my father would have looked. I'm just talking about ground beef and macaroni noodles or whatever you want to call it with cheese in it. It's still looking pretty good to me.
No, we got to go with Hamburger Helper. Is it because Hamburger Helper's very...
It's a product.
It's on its
Yes.
own level.
Not just ground beef and sauce heated up, because that'll do.
That's like leftover spaghetti.
Yeah, but leftover Hamburger Helper, I think, is different. Let's see what the text line says. We want to hear from you.
I'm telling you.
Leftover Hamburger Helper.
Is it?
Joe,
Yeah.
I will make you some and then put it in the fridge and bring it to you the next day, and you can judge for yourself.
Nope.
762.
My mind at my stage in life is already made up.
762 555. Let us know.
Philly Joe Kirby.
Philly Joe and Kirby.
Podcast.
The Philly Joe and Kirby podcast.
This story here from the category of like father, like son. So Kirby and my oldest son, Jack, were in the same
Vicinity.
Same location.
Hockey rink
over, what was it, Friday night?
Who would have thought that we would be hanging out at a hockey rink on a Friday night?
Well,
I would have bet that he would have been there.
Not me, though.
Oh, my God. What a world where...
No, it makes way more sense
Yeah,
that
yeah.
he would be there. But, this was my first time at was it called Southdale?
Southdale. That's your first time ever being at Southdale? Well, I guess,
Yeah.
again, you don't have a lot of reason to go to hockey games. Anyway, so you were there. Your friend Shauna, her son, was playing crew, and you were there watching AAA Bruins game. U15 packed. Southdale's packed for these games.
And a little cold. We were on the cold rink.
Yeah, Southdale's got that.
Brr.
Yeah. But you were there, and you ran into my kid who was also there because he's got some friends on the team.
Yeah.
And what, you guys were in line at the canteen?
Yeah, I was getting a tea, and your kid was in front of me, and it was kind of like, I mean, I haven't seen him for so long, and now he's so tall that it was like I see pictures of him, and so to see him in person, I was like, oh my God, this is. And he just celebrated his 14th birthday, and we had talked about it on the show. So I said, hey man, where's your dad? And he just kind of looked at me. He like whipped back, and he was like, like he's with my brother.
Is that how he said it?
Yeah, like literally. And then I was just like, oh, okay, cool. Yeah, awesome. And then he's like, yeah.
Great
okay, cool.
conversation with a 14-year-old.
And then I was like, how's your birthday? You have a good birthday? He's like, yeah, I had a good birthday, yeah.
The best part of this, though, is that we went all weekend. He never mentioned it at all.
I am so sad because it was a highlight of my weekend.
She was disappointed.
See what?
It was like, what do you mean? He never mentioned to you, Phil, that he ran into me at the rink?
Like, I mean, wow. I thought
even
I
this
more.
morning.
Yeah.
She came in again.
Yeah, did he mention it? Did he? So I was kind of like, what? Like, I was a little disappointed too. I'm like, so I bugged him last night. I'm like, dude, like, you ran into Kirby at the game? You never thought to, like, mention that to me?
Well, he was with his friends, you know. He was like, you played it cool.
But what did I say to you? You would have done the same thing. He got that from you, that gene.
Oh, my God, literally.
What, you would have forgotten about it?
He gave me in line when I asked him where his old man was. He just, like, it was the same look that you give me sometimes.
The Philly Joe and Kirby podcast.
This first happened at a concert in 1971. I don't know if this is going to be a hard question or an easy one this morning, but I thought it was a quite interesting answer. This first happened at a concert in 1971. Nobody gives away more tickets than we do here at 92.1 City over the last 40-something years. This happened at a concert in 1971, before City even existed.
Okay. 780 City, good morning.
Morning. Let's go Philly, please.
Somebody had a camcorder and bootlegged the show, like recorded it?
That's a great answer, Phil,
Some
but
kind of
no.
recording.
No.
It would have been big. Like, it would have been hard to hide a recording device back then.
Oh, yeah, no kidding. You'd have to have about two of your friends to bring in one of the battery packs and the light.
Set up the tripod.
What's that guy doing in the back?
Good morning, City.
Hey, good morning. Can I get a lifeline?
Yeah, Philly or Kirby?
Philly, please.
It happened for is it the first time fans did something, Joe?
Yes.
It is. 1971. First time they put their lighters in the air?
No. That's a great answer.
That's a good answer, yeah.
Okay. 780 City, 780 2484. Good morning.
Morning. Can I get a lifeline?
Yeah, Philly or Kirby?
Let's go Curbs.
I'm going to say they crowd surfed.
Nope. That's a good answer, too.
Brent Butt tickets on the line this morning. We just announced the show a few minutes ago. Hello there. You're on the air. Go ahead with your guess.
Yeah, Kirby just took my guess, so I will go with you, Philly.
All lifelines so far this morning. This is 4.
Tells you how tough it is.
I did have an answer, but Kirby stole it.
Way to go, Kirby.
Sorry, I tend to do that.
Set up, bought merch, like the merch, they started selling it in-house.
Ooh, that's
at
a good
the show.
guess.
Tremendous answer, but no.
Okay. I always love that.
The first concert T-shirt.
When you try to, hey, can I try that shirt on real quick? Nope. It's a medium. It might fit you. It might not, but you got to buy it.
Keep moving.
If you're a large trying a medium shirt at a concert, chances are it's going to rip.
Yeah.
That material.
Hello, City.
Hi, can I have Kirby, please?
Last lifeline.
Wow is right. Okay, I'm going to say it was the first time that a band ever brought up a fan on stage to sing with them.
It's a great answer, too, but no.
Okay.
No.
Was it Bruce Springsteen bringing up, was it Courtney Cox?
Yes.
For Dancing in the Dark?
In the Dark. Good memory.
Oh, that video is huge. Hello, City. We are out of, that's it for lifelines?
That's it, but.
Go ahead.
Would it be an encore?
Not an encore.
Good guess, though.
This is fan-related. It's something that they brought into the concert, and the closest answer we've had was Phil's guess of holding a lighter up in the air.
Something they brought in. Hello.
throwing something on stage?
No, they weren't throwing these on stage. They were waving them in the air.
I never understood that one. You see it at a lot of outdoor festivals, throwing the water bottles at the band and stuff. It's like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
It does not look fun for the band
God,
at all.
no.
Yeah. Hi, City.
I'm going to say waving some signs.
Not signs. No. Something a little smaller, a little lighter.
Did it used to be illegal? Hi, City.
No.
Oh, okay.
No, it wasn't that.
Good guess, Phil.
Hi there.
Hello?
Yeah,
Hey.
go ahead. You're on the air.
Hi.
Probably want to turn your radio down. That's always a good tip for anybody.
Oh.
The second you get through, it's just very distracting for you, the contestant, with that radio cranked in the background. Yeah, no problem. Go ahead.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm
No.
just so excited. Good
Everybody,
morning, guys.
hey, everybody
we're
does
excited
it.
for
No
you,
worries.
okay?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, you know what? I'm just going to go out on the diving board on this, and I'm going to say throw up your underwear or ladies' bras and stuff.
No. No.
That's a great guess.
So here's the clue again.
I did that before.
It's something these fans brought into the concert, and they waved them in the air.
Like they just don't care.
And the yes, and wow, that made you laugh. And the closest answer we've had was lighters. That was so good, Kirby.
Sometimes I make myself laugh.
No, it's good.
It's fun.
It was good. You almost fell off your chair, though. It was,
Hi, City. Hello there.
They wave it in the air. A flag?
not a flag. No.
That is light,
Yeah.
like you said.
That was an awesome speakerphone. He was like across the room.
Working at the office.
Hello, City.
Oh my God, I have no idea. It was small like a lighter and they're waving it in the air.
Yeah. A little longer than a lighter, but light. Yeah.
Like a banner?
Not a banner. No. These things light up. There's your other clue.
780 City. Good morning.
Good morning. Is it glow sticks?
Yeah.
Close.
Yeah. Apparently, 1971, they were made for the U.S. military, but this kid, the son of a factory worker, apparently with his buds, goes to a Grateful Dead concert in Connecticut, and he pops these glow sticks, and they start handing them out, and it was the first time glow sticks were ever shown at an outdoor festival concert. I thought it was kind of a cool historic
Then
question.
to lighters,
glow sticks.
now to cell phones up in the air.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who's this?
It's Lori.
Lori, well done.
Congrats.
Thanks.
This is the Philly Joe and Kirby podcast.
92.1 City, Winnipeg's rock station, Philly, Joe, and Kirby on a Two-Dad Tuesday. Thanks to those of you who have already shared your pictures from Sunday. Yes, 2 days ago Tuesday. We love it. It's become a staple in Manitoba culture, and the participation numbers on this are just through the roof.
Speaking of participating, you're 20 minutes away from Who the Hell Is That? $4,200 the jackpot has grown to, okay?
Wow. It's getting up there.
We had one of those, big cross-country meetings yesterday as a company, and I can't believe Two-Dad didn't come up. I'm going to submit that one of these weeks because you can submit things and see if you can't make a presentation.
I'd rather not.
To the rest of the country.
I'd rather not.
On
Presentations are tough.
2 days
because
ago Tuesday.
Now you can't just do a presentation with a podium and a microphone. You have to have like slides, and you have to
You got to
have
share your screen, and you got to have a whole PowerPoint
or
presentation put
somebody.
together.
Yeah, the PowerPoint
In the
got to have
following slide,
the
you'll
clicker.
see here that there's a lot of engagement on
and then
Two-Dad.
take a look at this graph. I got to be honest. I have a hard time reading graphs.
Nobody
Never mind.
wants to see a slide of a graph.
No.
I'm going to tell you that right now. The moment a graph goes up on anything, you've lost me.
Oh, ho. I don't know how this got in here from my winter vacation. This picture made it into the slide.
See, I would like more photos of your winter
Yes.
vacay.
Above and beyond the struggles Joe might have technically in presenting this on Teams, let's not forget the content of him explaining what Two-Dad is to the entire company, like on Teams. So what we do is we ask for your photos from
It's
Sunday.
a concept we came up with.
I think Sunday's underrated. And,
Tuesdays are really
We
underrated.
did a lot of
Tuesdays
research.
are
Sunday's not coming through too hot.
really underrated, so I put the two together and created Two-Dats with a hashtag and the number 2, DAT, for Tuesday.
Now I got to open up the floor to questions.
It could get me fired.
About 2DAT. Get
Honestly,
fired.
like I just am already stressed with getting Joe set up that day. He has to deliver that
Yeah,
presentation. That's going to be next level.
It would be. You'd have to help.
Yeah, that's why I'm not doing it. So get the word presentation out of your vocabulary.
I think, though, if you're doing one of those presentations, you have, like, support staff, like, helping you with that. You're not sitting there doing the presentation, plus you got to speak. Like, that's too much. So, Kirby, you'd have to be on the technical side of things.
I would be there for
Maybe
you, Joe.
an engineer or two. I'll help.
I would love to be a support staff member for Joe. The look you're...
That's because you're being facetious right
No,
now.
I would love to. I'm being honest.
Okay. Can you tell in her voice, Phil?
2DAT, 2 days ago Tuesday. Let us know. Send us your photos. What were you up to on Sunday?
We're getting a lot of good cooking in today. Today seems to be the theme. Like a lot of people were getting their food together on
Sunday's
on
a good
Sunday.
day to cook at home or, get a good batch of whatever cooked up.
Saw some ice fishing photos. I guess those shacks, depending on the weather, I don't know how big or thick the ice is right now, but I had some buddies out there grabbing some big monsters.
You got a cat
on the water.
there?
I know.
You got a cat?
Oh.
Cat sitting on a
that-
garbage can.
That's if there was 2 of them, it'd be 2 Cat Tuesday.
I love that cat.
This thing's growing.
That's a big cat.
Oh,
Yeah.
that is a big cat.
Yeah.
Fluffy. It's a fluffy
Very
cat.
fluffy.
And we're still, look, it's been a busy morning. We're also taking your votes on Hamburger Helper and is it good as a leftover? Kirby and I, adamant. We were staunch in our opinion that it is not a good leftover food. The big guy, Joe Aiello, saying, basically, you're not the kind of guy to, look in your fridge and go, I sure hope there's leftover Hamburger Helper in your. You thought that there are more people who would like it than not.
Yeah, not by necessarily my choice, but I just thought you guys were in the minority, and it seems to be the case right now. But
we're getting killed.
People got to eat. That is my slogan.
We're getting killed, Kirby.
I'm just still upset that you didn't think I was being honest when I said I wanted to be in support staff.
Don't be honest. I just tell the truth.
Sad.
I just really don't feel like you're backing me on that one.
You got to deal with this all morning now.
Were you even on the meeting yesterday? No. Then how are you going to be on mine?
Philly Joe Kirby.
Philly Joe and Kirby
Podcast.
The Philly Joe and Kirby Podcast.
92.1 City and Manitoba Battery present.
Who the hell is that?
Adelaide is a very nice name, I gotta say.
Thank you.
It's very
I don't
pretty.
actually use it.
You don't actually use it.
No, I go by Lena.
Lena.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also nice.
Today is actually Unique Names Day. I was telling the guys off air.
That's right. So it's a good day to be proud of Adelaide. And let's hope you have something else to be proud about in the very near future.
Yeah, we'd love to give you a check for $4,200, so it's important we know what name to write on it if you win here today. So,
Adelaide for sure.
Okay. Take it away, Joe.
Okay, Lena. I'm going to go with Lena.
Back and forth.
Okay.
I'm getting confused.
Voice number 1 is worth $1,000 and obviously the right path to get the jackpot.
I'm going to go with Milt Stiegel.
Milt Stiegel, the former Bomber, great Hall of Famer, now broadcaster. Voice number 2 for another 1,000.
Shirley Manson.
Shirley Manson, okay, of Garbage fame. And it's Women of Rock Week.
It is.
Voice number 3 has already been chosen, but we need to complete the puzzle.
Matthew McConaughey.
So, for a total of $6,200 for Lena/Adelaide, are any of those other 2 names worth money, or the McConaughey complete the trio? No.
It's okay. It's all right.
Thanks for letting me play.
You know what?
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for taking the time to follow along, try to get in. It's not easy to get in. And you were following along, and I love those guesses, Adelaide.
I listen online, so anybody that listens online, don't worry about the delay. Play anyways.
Okay.
That's
That is
why.
a really good testimony.
That's why Iron Mike from the beginning, said we were going to let people text in that code word, so it gives everybody a fair shake at getting on, and that's why there's a little bit of time between when we ask that and we play the game. So good on you, Adelaide, for explaining that to everybody. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Have a good day.
Yeah, you enjoy your day.
You too.
Enjoy, what is it, original name day, Kirby?
Unique Names Day.
Enjoy that, Adelaide.
All right, Adelaide for the rest of the day.
For more Philly, Joe, and Kirby, lock it into 92.1 City weekday mornings 6 to 10.